Right, we're trying again. Sorry about that.
Take two.
It might happen again, and if it does, what we're going
Again.
to comment on whether you can hear us and see us okay. We know we're a bit erratic with the feed. I don't know what's causing it, but anyway, at least we're here. Well, I'm here, and Heather's in Whiting Bay as usual, in front of Dusty. Can you hear me, Heather?
Still got his bone?
Sorry?
Has Dusty still got his bone?
No, I was telling people that you're sitting in front of Dusty. Your harp is called Dusty.
Oh, right. I'd forgotten that.
My Dusty's upstairs. He's upstairs. We're clearly having some audio issues. I don't know what it is, but as I was saying in my first attempted video, and Heather couldn't hear me, we've had a nice week of weather, have we not?
It's been lovely. It's been really lovely. I've done a lot of walking, just up the back. Haven't met anyone. Quite isolated, which is good.
Pretty bad when you go for your hour's exercise, and when you go on Facebook later, you've got to justify why you went out for your hour exercise and how many people you didn't meet, isn't it?
I know. I was kind of worried because I went slightly over the hour the other day, and I thought, whoa. It's quite funny.
Yes, it had been a rather peculiar week again. We've got Chris and Mark saying hello, so they can hear us at the moment. As I say, if we have any problems, we'll cut it and we'll stick a bit of recording on for tonight. Now, I was telling Heather, one of my neighbours who will remain, well, let me just explain this. This lady that lives next door said that the Easter Bunny had arrived on Goat Fell, and I won't mention her name, but that is apparently the Easter Bunny on the top of Goat Fell. So thank you to her for pointing that out to me. I had to look at it from a certain angle before I knew what she was talking about. But there you go. So we've had beautiful weather, and that bit of snow is actually, I think, yes, it still is. It's lost its ears now, I think. But yes, we've had a beautiful week of weather and no tourists.
Blue skies yesterday. Beautiful blue skies.
I know. Hello, Patricia. And Mark is saying hello, Sarah, to somebody. I have no idea who you're talking to, Mark, but I think that you're in the right forum. The other thing we've had on the island, do you know what a hoopoo is?
A what?
A hoopoo.
A hoopoo?
You know what a duck is?
Isn't it some new form of exercise?
It's a bird, right? Do you know what a duck looks like?
Yeah, I know what a duck looks like.
Right, it's nothing like a duck, okay? Now, in my mind, I think this is a hoopoo. I'm going to show you now. We've had one of them this week. I think the third one we've had on our record. I reckon you should, if you take a chaffinch and make it a bit bigger, stick a longer beak on it, then that's what you get. So I reckon, for those of you who don't know what a hoopoo is, just imagine a big chaffinch showing off, and that's pretty much what you've got. Nice to see Sarah online. Hello, Sarah. Difficult week for you. And nice to see Mick as well. And Mark Cox is referencing something earlier on, so that's fine. So, sorry, Heather, you're not seeing all these comments coming up yet, but...
I'm now getting the pictures of the bird.
Oh, you get... Right, okay, you're still 30 seconds behind, that's fine. What have we got? What have we got from your neck of the woods?
Well, one of the things is
I can't hear you now.
There's a wee bit of information about... Can't hear me?
No, start that bit again. I don't know. I can't hear you. I don't know if everybody else can hear you, so everybody gets it twice.
There are no Sunday sailings now.
No Sunday sailings.
No Sunday sailings. Also, because of that, the Sunday newspapers aren't coming in. So Bay Kitchens, Bay stores in Whiting Bay are not going to be open on a Sunday because the papers are a big thing. So the shop will be closed on a Sunday.
So why doesn't CalMac just say it's not economically viable rather than just putting whatever excuses next to button whatever? Because at the moment they're saying it's weather dependent, and it's not. It's just because we all understand it's not economically viable. So Just put that. We know people can't get over. We know we can't get off. There's no trucks running on a Sunday. It's not economically viable. Boom. So,
Remember we used to have a wee fishing boat. It came from Butte that brought the
you've gone again,
post.
Heather.
It brought the post over. It could bring the papers.
We'll just let her chat away. I can't. We can see your reaction. I got you now. Got you.
Also, the Lochranza ferry isn't sailing unless you phone 24 hours in advance. If there's no bookings 24 hours in advance, they're not sailing.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
I feel I'm shouting at this now.
Well, actually, what I'm doing is I'm looking at so many different screens on this thing. I'll have to keep an eye on the audio monitor, and if that picks up your voice and I can't hear, then it's obviously my problem. Right. So yeah, we're even more marooned than it would have been our first real busy weekend of the year. So it's feeling a bit more brutal than normal, but we just crack on.
A lot of the shops, even though they're closed, you can still buy things, whether they're delivered or. I had an incident, well, not an incident, an instance this week where I went out to chop some kindling and the axe was broken. So I phoned MBS and got Andy on the phone and asked him, did he have any axes in store, which I maybe just had enough of each other. But you just pay for it and went down and collected it. They put it outside the door, so it's great. So you can still get things.
Right. I'm just going to plug this in because I can't hear it coming out of mine. Maybe this will help. We've got Island Cheese Company.
Oh, this is good. Yeah, really good deal.
This deal of theirs, pretty much half price.
They've got a few good deals going up.
Yep. And there's that one as well with chocolate. So yeah, there's quite a lot of people still doing a lot of online stuff, isn't there? Mm. I've seen James quite a bit down at the post office. We're still sending stuff out. Yvonne Randall saying live broadcasting at its best. I'm glad we've had 12 or 13 weeks of getting ready for the first one that doesn't work. But the other person who wanted to mention today was Bellevue Farm Tours. This is the email she sent me earlier. At 2 p.m. on Wednesday, they're having a virtual farm tour organised by Go Rural, who are doing a virtual tour of a different Scottish farm every day this week at 2 p.m. and this week it's Bellevue. So Ailsa Curry will be there doing her thing. If you go onto her Facebook page, you will see a video of a lamb being born. Quite, well, shall we say, quite, well, don't watch it when you're having dinner. It's not a thing I want to watch really, but anyway. But she's updating her Facebook page day by day, and there's quite a lot of interesting farm stuff going on at the moment, obviously with the lambing season. So, what else you got, Heath?
What else have we got? A wee reminder about the Arden Ear. We mentioned this last week, but I think as the lockdown goes on, I think this is becoming more and more important, that if people feel the need to talk to someone, or they just, they're feeling a bit flat, or for whatever reason, the Arden Ear is there. Yep. I didn't pick up the phone number again. Have we still got a number for that?
No, I've not got it on my little collection of things.
Heather Lodge, I think it's done through Heather Lodge. But if there is a number, if Chris is watching, if he could give us a number to phone for that, because I think my sister works in this field and she said that things are busier than they've ever been. Mental health is really, people are struggling at the moment. So. Yeah.
Especially those that are having to deal with things that they shouldn't have to be dealing with at the moment.
Oh, there's so many things.
That's just a personal reference, sorry. Let's not go there.
Well, I was cheered up last night. I watched the Last Dance. Runrig streamed the video of the Last Dance, which was a farewell concert in Stirling. I was actually at the concert, and they streamed it. It's a 3-hour long concert, and it was fabulous. And they did it for free. They did a one-off streaming for free on YouTube last night. So that really cheered me up. It was really something to watch.
Cool.
And if you'd missed it, you can still actually there were over 20,000 people watched it at the same time. But if you missed it, you can still buy the DVD. And to be honest, it's worth every penny because it's fabulous. You'll get it through the Runrig site. Just put in runrig.co.uk, I think it is. I know that's not specific for Arran, but have Runrig ever played in Arran? I'm sure they will have at some point in their career.
I don't know.
Even if when
Chris Atkins just put his number up for the Arran ear. So that's that. Charles Curry, virtual Shisky Disky next
wow.
8 p.m. That could be uber embarrassing.
That could be really funny.
Yeah, but what are you doing? What we're doing here, Charles? Are we videoing ourselves dad dancing around the kitchen? That's not going to happen.
Oh, that could be fun. That could be
And Lenny Hartley is saying that Ordale online quiz on a Thursday night. We stopped quizzes. We did a couple, and it's quite a few Arran businesses now doing PHT, Ormadale, and so on. So we might do another one. I did a.
Lots of people are getting their head around the technology and putting things online, which is good.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening.
I mean, Kate Armstrong is doing her yoga classes, and they're free. Again, you can do them through Zoom. You just need to register. Senya Brendan is doing her drawing classes, which have really, they've been fantastic. And you don't have to watch them live. If you miss Senya's, you can still go on and watch it later. So there's a lot of good information there. Steve Agnew, if you look up Steve Agnew Music, he's doing his beginner's course for free again, for free guitar. So I even thought of doing that, just, be refresher in guitar.
I think, have you not got enough harps?
Yeah, probably. You never have enough harps. No. No.
I thought a harp was a harp until I saw some of your bits and pieces that you've got kicking about.
It used to be a living room.
Mm-hmm.
But no, so
Charles is saying, just me behind the decks with my new wife inflicted haircut. Request through Hell's Bells.
We need more photographs. I mean, I know Richard Fletcher cut Lynn's hair, and Dominic has cut Senya's hair. We could. Yeah,
it's funny though. Hmm? What's funny about Dominic and Senya is I don't think you've seen Senya since.
No, there was a photograph went up, not of the back, but certainly of the front.
From how many miles away was it? There's been some grim stories of haircuts going on.
Trust your husband to cut your hair. Wow, that's a lot of trust. That's an awful lot.
Gordon Kinneborough, let me just give him another plug. Seeing he's my only customer in the last 3 weeks. The Cheese Shop are doing, or the Cheese Shoe are doing free island deliveries once a week to those self-isolating. For details, you can, and you'll scroll down a bit more and you'll get the telephone number and the Facebook page, which is there.
I like the ice cream and the wine combo. That was quite.
Yeah, absolutely.
Barb Top has got a full production factory line going with the face masks. So anyone that wants a face mask, get in touch with her. It's on Facebook. I don't have the link. I think we put it up last week. Is it in the banner?
The banner has news of Arran Aromatics' new hand sanitizer. It's also got all the all the pipers that
Oh,
were
that's fabulous.
playing their tributes, which is a good. That's a good one to look at. Your friends and neighbours and everybody else. But yes, there is quite a bit in here about the new hand cleanser and some little brief notes about what's going on the island, about coronavirus and all that.
Roisin Lawson is also, she's a local soap maker. She's been making really lovely soaps, and she's been making hand gels with the percentage of 60% alcohol in them. Not for drinking, for rubbing in your hands. I think she's run out at the moment, but certainly she's another one that you can get them from her too.
Speak for yourself. I don't know. I mean, we were just saying offline that you had a bottle of wine with your daughter the other day, and I think I'm not drinking anymore. I'm just drinking earlier.
Yes, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock, you know. Used to be get home at 6 o'clock and have a gin. Now it's like, is it afternoon? Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. But the weather's helped, you know, sitting outside with a glass of wine, you know, you've got to manage.
It's quite chilly today. We were going to sit up outside, but it's too cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me.
It's
I've got the fire
a lot
lit.
cooler than it was
No,
yesterday.
you can't see that, but my fire is actually lit next to me. I was cold this morning.
I saw it go farting about your camera. Chris is asking, who's your new wife, Charles? Yeah, I think Chris, you're just going to have to communicate with Charles yourself. I'm not getting into that one. I'm taking one earpiece out because I'm hearing myself about 2 seconds afterwards. It's very confusing. I put a little video on yesterday, which has had 1,000 views, which I'm very grateful for. Bunch of.
That was very uplifting. I enjoyed that. It was really nice to see.
Mm-hmm. Did you get the first bit of music?
Did you do the music for it?
My version of Sting's "Fragile," which I thought was appropriate in this day and age. And the second thing was, I don't know, I was just farting about. I was trying to get a Stuart Farrell flute going on, you know. Is it Stuart?
Sure.
Who plays you? Yeah. I was trying to get on my keyboards. There's quite a lot of Highland pipes and stuff, and I was trying to sort of tune one to make it sound a bit more authentic. So I don't know whether it worked or not, but it needs a bit of practice. Playing a flute on a flute on a keyboard is not easy.
No, I don't imagine it would be.
You don't know where to blow. Anyway, but that was it was good fun putting those photos together, and I put quite a few Lamborghinis in it just for the sake of it.
I think it just reminds us too that the island will come back again. I mean, it was lovely to see them, because you think, you know, everyone's focused on the view they have at the moment, and that's it, which is really good. But it's nice to get out. It'd be nice to get back.
But it's also a bit sort of gut wrenching when you've got weather like this and you could be out there getting those pictures and you can't, you know. Jan Davison's saying it's been pointed out on social media that if you put a glass of wine in each hand, you can't accidentally touch your face.
Oh, I like that one.
I did try that out a good few times this week, and it's correct. So that's not fake news, Mr. Trump. Yvonne saying, was wondering where the music came from. Yeah, well, I'm still practicing. But what have you been doing music-wise? Have you been creating anything different?
I've been practicing tunes. I mean, the Heart Festival, the virtual festival, was on last week, and they've kept the videos of some of the lessons and some of the refreshers up, which has been great, because there's a few tunes that I've had the music for quite a while, and it just reminded me to go back over them and to practice them. Some of them are a bit trickier than I normally, you know, it was a bit of a challenge for a few, so it's been good. Just working on technique, just really enjoying just playing, to be honest.
We're just so lucky, aren't we? I mean, obviously we've got music and gardens and everything else here, but there's so many people living in flats and stuff. You just can't bear to think what they're doing from day to day.
Well, I think with the internet, it's good. People are linking in, and especially with musicians, there's some fantastic sort of virtual concerts going on where they've split the screen and they're all in their own house, but they're playing together as a band. And some of the stuff that's coming out is really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've enjoyed watching it. I mean, Duncan Chisholm. Oh, I mean, I love his music. Fiddler. In fact, he was with Julie Fowlis before Runrig, and then he played with Runrig. But he's been putting a tune up a day on Twitter, and it's really nice just to tune into that. It's a nice way in the morning to listen to it. So that's been really good.
Now we were also saying, and this is just basic news, national and international news, about the number of celebrities that are passing away, and we're not always picking up on it, are we? Sterling Moss.
Sterling Moss.
Yeah. Who was it else today?
He was 90, and I think he'd been ill for quite a long time. But that was a name in our household that we all knew.
Yeah. But Tim Brooke Taylor died.
That was the coronavirus. Yeah.
That was coronavirus. Quite a few known people dying of it.
John Prine.
Yes. Yeah.
That's really sad. Really, really sad.
Yeah.
But
yeah, there's been quite a few this year. I think some of them have slipped under the radar, but obviously there's been some dying from the virus as well, which is horrendous. Kevin Ferguson is saying hello to my Lamlash family. There you go. Not getting any international people here today, are we? Is there anybody listening from way far away? Charles Curry. Ooh, how do we come along to the Shisky Disky? I was there last in person in 1985. Yeah, I think Charles would be about 60 then. Still. That's the second time I've taken Mickey out of his age. But that's Kendra asking how do they get to it? It's virtual, Kendra, so it's going to be whatever he's got in mind. It's just a big scary prospect.
If you've got a white suit anywhere, it might be worth looking
out. So how far away are you listening from? Let's have a little look. Kevin Ferguson, where are you? Obviously you're not in Lamlash. Well, you might be in Lamlash. Just saying to your Lamlash family next door, maybe. Be interesting to know where people are listening from today. And what's the weather forecast this week?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
I think
get up in the morning and think there's weather out there.
It's been good. I mean, we've been so lucky. Can you imagine? Even my potato plants are coming up.
I have to say, I don't know what day it was. The day it was rainy in the morning. In fact, it was raining all day. I think that might have been Thursday. I'm not sure. But that was, I felt a bit kind of flat because of that. I think when it's like that and you're stuck, then you feel a wee bit.
Mick Millard is saying works with any alcohol, lol. That could be a reference to the glass of wine in each hand, but it could just be describing Mick Millard.
Or the hand sanitizer.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I think it's probably just describing Mick. But anyway, I don't think we've anything more to put up this week. It's been very quiet, obviously, but I think we are heading for another good week of weather. So I know
if you are out, then there's lots and lots of wild garlic. It's all out.
That's true.
So
there is.
I usually grab a handful on the way home and just stick it in whatever I'm cooking. It's fabulous stuff, and it's really good for you. So that's always something.
Yeah, and the gorse is in full bloom and smelling of coconut as usual.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's always a good sign that Christopher Trail's really far away. He's sunning himself here in Lochranza-Rotti, working on some new decking. Yeah, I'm building some flower pot raised bed things at the moment outside. Kevin Ferguson's in Kilmarnock. Spent so much time on the island. At one time, I used to be thought of as a local. I don't know. Let's not get into that debate, shall we? I've been here 25 years. Am I local now?
I don't know how many generations in the grave do you need to be a local.
Oh, really? Is it if it's generations, then forget it.
I know in Skye it's something like 5 generations, you know, that's like, whoa.
Yes, Mick, I knew that. I was just having a bit of a laugh. Just commenting. Just commenting. Right, well, I don't know what we've got planned this week. We'll think of something, won't we, between us?
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
We'd still like to see pictures of what you've been up to, and don't be rude. You know, gardening or baking something that you've never made before, or
Artwork.
who?
Artwork.
Artwork.
Been painting or drawing.
Oh, I have to tell you, Ingrid's doing a pet portrait of my Dusty.
Oh.
So that should, I'm going to embarrass her now, that should be here soon. But Ingrid obviously is keen to do any work at the moment. So if you've got a cat or a dog in particular, then ping it to Ingrid Sloss Art on Facebook, and she will, for a fee.
I look forward to seeing the Dusty.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Really good.
I'm sure it will. I told her she'd need a lot of red and brown.
The orangey bits. Don't forget the orangey bits.
Yes, he has a few of them. I don't know where he is actually. He's gone upstairs to play with Carter on his Xbox. Anyway, I think we've covered what's going on. I don't have anything more. Don't forget Bellevue Farm on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Go onto their Facebook page. I'll just remind you. No, that's not. It's that one. Bellevue Farm. I think it's Bellevue Farm Holiday Cottages and Farm Tours or something, but I didn't have enough space on the on the thing to put all that on. So go on there Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and you'll see all sorts of stuff. And if you want to see a lamb being born, there's a good video on her Facebook page right now. Right, Heather, you got any other?
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, indeed. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Did you get an Easter egg?
Well, we had 2 in the house. That's all.
Yeah, but did you get any Easter egg?
Right. I got a bit of mail I didn't want, but that was about it. No. And we posted earlier on this week, last Monday, that the grants were coming through now. The next government aid, I think, is probably in the PAYE at the end of this month. And then it will be the what's happening with the self-employed status, Heather? You'll know about that.
It depends. Right, okay. I mean, not an awful lot. If you're a small business, self-employed, then it's not really going to be very much. But I don't know. There's really not a lot at the moment.
I mean, Sheila Gilmore at Visit Aaron is keeping everybody up to speed on what's going on as far as that's concerned. Going above and beyond as she normally does, sending out emails, even though they're closed at the moment, just to let us know what the situation is with the government legislation coming through. So that's been really handy, rather than trawl through the North Ayrshire Council's website. Right, we shall leave it there, and we shall catch up with you sometime midweek, I'm sure, with something. Oh yeah, you've got a little project, Heather.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
In that way, yeah, she has, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, we're still working on bits and pieces. And if there's anything else you'd like us to do, then give us a shout. Okay.
Okay.
Right. That's us.
Stay safe. Be well.
Yeah. And we'll see you soon.
Bye now.